We are back just moments away from the main event on what has been a great Sunday showdown. We have seen a little bit of everything. We have seen a professional debut. We've seen a, professional become a man, and we are about to see the beast unleashed. Brian Minto against Chad Van Sickle. It's Rob Pratt and Ted Arnaud. We are ringside. Hello again, everybody. Great to have you aboard today, and we hope to see you here real soon at Mountaineer. And of course, if you need more, go to mtrgaming.com or call 1-800-8040-HOT. And Ted, that, of course, the very familiar sound of it's about time to get a little rumble going in the jungle with the beast, Brian Minto.
Brian, I'll tell you what, don't anybody go away from their sets because anything could happen and fast. He's had several first-round knockouts, several more second-round knockouts, and he's fighting for one of the heavyweight titles, the Federal Centro title, and this is going to be a great match, and I know Brian's coming in here ready to rock and roll.
Chad Van Sickle, of course, wearing the very familiar colors that you may recognize as the Ohio State Buckeyes. Archie Griffin, he ain't, so he's going to need all the help in the world. I mean, I'll tell you, that may be the signature moment in his career. He's a fighter. He's got a great punch. He's a very game fighter, but let's face it, this is the cream of the crop as far as Brian Minto, not just here in this part of the country, maybe, let's face it, the top 15 in the heavyweight division. This guy, like you like to say, Mountaineer Casino is the real deal.
Well, he's fighting a tough guy, though. Chad's got 12 knockouts to his record, 22 wins, so, he's been in battling with some tough heavyweights, obviously. And but Brian has an unusual combination of speed and power. Very compact. If you'll notice, he throws almost everything from within about a 6-inch range, and when he hits, it's with a lot of power.
Brian Minto is into the ring, ladies and gentlemen, and he is ready to get it on. Let's talk about Brian Minto. Obviously 29-2, and he's waiting for that next opportunity. Where do you think he is as far as where it will come? He's still relatively young. His heavyweights kind of peak a little bit later as far as late 20s, early 30s, so he has some time yet, but where is he right now, Ted?
He's about ready to, I think, to have major fights.
This bout sanctioned by the West Virginia State Athletic Commission in conjunction with the WBA Federal Centro. Your commissioner in charge, Doug Pauly, Chairman Stephen Allred. Your WBA Federal Centro supervisor, Mr. George Martinez. Your judges for this bout, Dave Ashley, Vince Ferreira, and Mr. Jim Frio. Your timekeeper, Russ Jones, and your third man in the ring for this 12-round heavyweight affair, Mr. Dave Johnson. And your ringside physician, Dr. Stephen Maceo. This bout, 12 rounds in the heavyweight division, pits first to my right in the blue corner, the former NABA Cruiserweight champ, coming to us from Columbus, Ohio. He carries a professional mark of 22 wins, 7 defeats, 2 draws, and 12 wins by way of knockout. He tipped the scales at 232 pounds. Let's give a warm West Virginia welcome to Chad Van Sickle. Van Sickle. His opponent to my left in the red corner comes to us with a professional mark of 29 wins with only 2 defeats, 18 wins by way of knockout. He was voted the 2007 Ring Magazine Most Exciting Heavyweight to Watch, and he's the current WBA Federal Centro Heavyweight Champ. Coming to us from Butler, Pennsylvania, he weighed 221 pounds. Let's hear it from Brian, the Beast Minto.
Well, all of Butler, Pennsylvania is here today, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're wondering why the streets are empty in Butler, I think you know why. Chad Van Sickle, as you mentioned, got a heavyweight punch. He's got those double-digit plus record to be looking at as far as experience, and he's got the beast staring him directly in the eye right now, with Brian staring down the possibility of getting a world title fight. So here we go, Ted, round 1.
Absolutely. I think Brian is going to try and make a statement. He has been able to do that on most of his recent fights, and he'll look at this as no different.
You look at the tail of the tape, 33 to 30 years of age, pretty much the same as far as reach. We looked at that moments ago. Weight pretty much the same as well, although Brian finds himself in always tip-top shape. Van Sickle may not look like it, but from what I understand, he has got a lot of passion, a lot of heart, and he's got a really good wherewithal where he's been able to withstand the distance in a number of heavyweight fights. And that speaks highly of a fighter of, well, the heavyweight caliber, those that are able to stick around and finish a fight, not just with their fist, but to be standing on their feet when the bell sounds.
And a former NABA cruiserweight champion, so he has had success in the ring and has moved up to the heavyweight division. It's a little bit tougher, but not unlike Brian, really, who we always question, should you be a cruiserweight, heavyweight, and Brian has answered that. That was a hard right hand by Brian. The speed that he throws with, he's just been able to improve that every fight.
I mean, obviously he's been on the fast track, but the thing about Brian Minto, whenever he's got an opportunity, he's made the most of it. He's fearless. He just believes in himself, and he loves the sport of boxing, and it's all he does, Ted. His family, of course, his children, his wife back in Butler. He gets up, he goes to the gym every day like someone takes that lunch bucket and goes to the mill or the pottery, whatever they do. They come and work at the track. He goes to the gym.
And because of that, there will come an occasion where they're going to need a heavyweight fighter for a big fight upon a cancellation. He'll be ready, and they'll go to him. That may be how he gets his big move.
And again, we all know.
Because he's always ready.
And we all know about Brian Minto and his ability. He will make the most of it. Upright fighter, very classic style. Got that very famous flat top haircut that he's kind of got his signature on.
Kind of a G.I. Joe look.
Absolutely, and believe me, he's taken a few hills in his day.
Oh, yeah.
Was a heck of a linebacker at Butler High School, of course, who has brought us such great football players as Terry Hanratty, who went on to play for Notre Dame, and of course was a quarterback with the Pittsburgh Steelers, now is a financial advisor in New York City. Both fighters just kind of wondering what to do here, trying to figure each other's style out, and Brian kind of working in those body shots early to test the will and how much time Mr. Van Sickle has actually spent in the gym. So far, he looks undaunted. He's just basically...
He's a rough guy. I mean,
yeah.
he's got a similar style to Jones and going to get in there, rough it up, and see what can happen once I'm there. Brian, a more classic fighter, good jab, always punches in combination.
Hard body shots directly above us here. You're looking at it, and we are just a few feet underneath those two fighters going at it. Final few seconds of the first round. We'll keep it here in between rounds. Brian Minto and Chad Van Sickle, the main event here. Right hand hits him hard. And I'll tell you what, he's down at the bell. Man, did he clip him with that second right. The first one chopped him, made him double step. And boy, that second one was just like taking down a big sequoia. He caught him right on top of the head. He can't get up. Now we're in that position. Only the referee, the bell, the punch. Where are we here? He's on Queer Street. Can he regain his consciousness and composure? Let's see. Referee.
Have a chance.
Davey Johnson talking to him.
They're looking at throwing in the towel right now. And Brian gets frustrated with these early knockouts because he doesn't get enough time in the ring.
What are we doing here? Done?
They're giving him a chance.
Are they going to give him a chance? Okay. Okay, we are done as far as that possibility of it being stopped. Van Sickle, and that proves there again how game this fighter is. He wants to do more. He wants to go again. Let's face it, you just saw moments ago what happened to him. Would you want to go again?
Well, we said, watch Brian, don't go away, because he's had probably, in his opinion, too many of these. And he wants the work.
And these are game opponents. These are tough fighters. Brian wants to know, like, what's going on here? Are we fighting or what? He's starting to get a little confused, too, because, giving the guy a whole lot of time to recover. Because it was a late hit after the bell? What's the deal?
They've called the fight.
Now they're changing their mind. What are we doing, Davey?
Or not.
He has to stop the fight. Okay, I think let's get the official word right now as we go to our ringside announcer, but I believe this one is all over.
Ringside Dr. Stephen Maceo stops this contest at 3 minutes at the end of the first round. Your winner by TKO, and now 30-2 from Butler, PA, Brian the Beast Minto.
I think the new name should be Paul Bunyan because he just chops them down as quick as they bring them, don't they?
I'll tell you, he gets frustrated though because once again he loves boxing and he wants to be out there mixing it up, and he hasn't had any of his opponents do that, unfortunately.
Here it comes. Now watch this punch. There it is, the first
he hit
one.
him right on the chin.
Now here's the finisher. Here's the finisher. It's coming up. Stay with a shot. Caught him right on top of the head.
I think it was that
left hand.
That punch right before that he hit him right on the chin. I think he was out then.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that will end the fight, and we'll come back to wrap it up. What a day it's been. We've seen a little bit of everything, and believe me, I mean, did you expect anything less? It's Mountaineer Casino, Racetrack, and Resort. Back with our closing thoughts ringside right after this. Stay tuned.